Commander Zara sat in her wheelchair and watched the young warriors train. They moved fast. They jumped high. They were strong. She remembered when she could do that too. 10 years ago, Zara was the best fighter on her planet. Everyone knew her name. The Kryn people were proud of her. She won every battle. She was their hero. But then everything changed. The enemy attacked without warning. Zara and her team were trapped. The enemy ship was going to explode. Her team could not escape. Zara made a choice. She stayed behind to save them. The explosion was massive. Fire and metal flew everywhere. Zara's team escaped safely. But Zara was not lucky. The blast crushed her legs completely. The doctors tried everything. They used the best Kryn medicine. They worked for months. But the nerve damage was too severe. The doctors said the same thing again and again. You will never walk again. Zara's life became very different. She could not fight anymore. She could not train with the warriors. She sat in her wheelchair every day and watched others do what she loved. Other Kryn soldiers still respected her. They remembered her bravery, but they treated her differently now. They spoke to her with pity in their voices. She hated that. The worst part was feeling useless. Her people were fighting a new war. They were losing. They needed strong warriors. But Zara could only watch from the side. Then one day, something unexpected happened. A human ship landed at the military base. Humans were small compared to the Kryn. They looked weak. Most Kryn did not think humans could help them. A man stepped out of the ship. His name was Dr. James Chen. He carried a large metal case. He walked straight to Zara. I heard you were the best warrior this planet ever had, he said. Zara looked at him with tired eyes. That was a long time ago, Dr. Chen smiled. What if I told you it doesn't have to be? He opened his case. Inside was something Zara had never seen before. Something that would change everything. Dr. Chen placed the case on the table in front of Zara. Inside were 2 silver robotic legs. They looked smooth and powerful. Small lights blinked along the metal surface. These are for you, Dr. Chen said. Zara stared at them. Robotic legs. My people tried everything. Our best doctors could not fix me. Dr. Chen nodded. I know, but your doctors tried to heal your old legs. I am not going to heal you. I am going to rebuild you. He explained how the robotic legs worked. They were not simple machines. They connected directly to the nervous system. Small wires would link to her nerves. The legs would read signals from her brain. When she thought about moving, the legs would move. Your doctors focused on biological healing, Dr. Chen said. Humans think differently. We combine biology with technology. We make them work together. Zara felt something she had not felt in years. Hope. But hope was dangerous. Hope could break her heart again. What if it does not work? She asked quietly. What if I believe again and fail again? Dr. Chen sat down next to her. His face became serious. 5 years ago, I lost my sister in an accident. I could not save her. I tried everything, but I was too late. He looked at the robotic legs. I made a promise that day. I promised to help others. I studied for years. I built these legs for people like you. I did not come across the galaxy to fail you, Commander. Zara looked into his eyes. She saw determination. She saw truth. Okay, she said. I will try. The surgery took 12 hours. Dr. Chen and his team worked carefully. They connected thousands of tiny wires to her nerves. They attached the robotic legs to what remained of her real legs. They programmed the computer systems. Other Kryn watched from observation windows. Many shook their heads. Mixing flesh with metal seemed wrong to them. It seemed unnatural. But Dr. Chen worked with steady hands. He believed in what he was doing. Finally, the surgery was complete. Zara woke up slowly. She felt different, heavy, strange. She looked down. The robotic legs were attached to her body. They were sleek and silver. They looked powerful. Dr. Chen stood beside her bed. How do you feel? Strange, Zara said. Very strange. That is normal. Now comes the hard part. He smiled. Try to move your toes. Zara closed her eyes. She concentrated. She thought about her toes moving. Nothing happened. She tried again. She focused all her energy. Still nothing. Fear crept into her heart. Was this another failure? Dr. Chen saw her face. Commander, you are not trying to move your old legs. You are learning to move your new ones. Your brain needs time. It needs to create new pathways. He leaned closer. This is not magic. This is work. And I know you are not afraid of hard work." Zara took a deep breath. He was right. She had trained for years to become a great warrior. This was just another kind of training. "How long will it take?" she asked. Dr. Chen smiled. "That depends on you, but I will be here every step of the way." For the first time in 10 years, Zara smiled back. This was just the beginning. Part 3, Learning to Walk. Again, the next morning, Dr. Chen arrived early. "Ready to start training?" he asked. Zara looked at her new robotic legs. They felt like heavy weights attached to her body. "I am ready." The first day was frustrating. Dr. Chen asked her to do simple things. Move a toe, flex a foot, bend a knee, but nothing worked. "Your brain is trying to talk to legs that are not there anymore," Dr. Chen explained. "You need to teach it a new language. Be patient." Hour after hour, Zara focused. She closed her eyes and concentrated. She imagined her toes moving. She remembered what it felt like. By the end of day 1, nothing had changed. Zara felt defeated. "This is normal," Dr. Chen said. "Tomorrow will be better." On day 3, something amazing happened. Zara was concentrating hard. Suddenly, her robotic toe moved. Just a tiny movement. "But it moved. I did it!" Zara shouted. "Did you see that?" Dr. Chen jumped up excitedly. "Yes, that is incredible progress." It was a small victory, but it meant everything. It meant the connection was working. Other Kryn soldiers started watching her training sessions. They stood outside the medical room windows. They were curious but still doubtful. Week 1 passed. Zara could now move both feet. She could point her toes up and down. Week 2 arrived. Dr. Chen said it was time to try standing. 2 assistants held her arms. Zara focused on her legs. She thought about standing up. The robotic legs responded. They pushed her upward. For 1 second she was standing, then she fell. The assistants caught her. But Zara felt angry. "Why is this so hard?" "Because you are doing something incredible," Dr. Chen said. "You are teaching metal to move like flesh. Nobody said it would be easy." Zara wanted to quit. She wanted to give up. But then she remembered something. She remembered the young warriors training. She remembered watching them from her wheelchair. "I did not become the best warrior by giving up," she said. Dr. Chen smiled. "Exactly. Week 3 changed everything." Zara stood up with help. This time she did not fall. She stood for 10 seconds, then 20, then 30. Tears ran down her face. She had not stood upright in 10 years. She had forgotten how tall she was. She had forgotten how it felt to look at the world from this height. The watching Kryn soldiers started clapping. Some of them had tears in their eyes too. Week 4 was the big test. Dr. Chen removed the support bars. "Are you ready?" he asked. Zara nodded. Her heart was beating fast. She focused on her right leg. She thought about taking a step. The robotic leg moved forward. Her foot touched the ground. She shifted her weight. She focused on her left leg. It moved forward too. She was walking 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps. She stopped and stood still. She was shaking. She was crying. She was walking. The Kryn soldiers outside erupted in cheers. Some of them were warriors she had trained years ago. They were celebrating like she had won a great battle, because she had. As the weeks continued, something unexpected happened. Zara noticed the robotic legs could do things her old legs could not do. She could jump higher. Much higher. She jumped and touched the ceiling of the training room. She could run faster. She ran across the room in seconds. She could kick harder. She broke a training dummy with 1 kick. Dr. Chen watched with pride. "I built them to match your warrior spirit, Commander. They are as strong as you are." One day, Zara was practicing combat moves. She felt powerful. She felt alive. But then she remembered something important. Her people were still losing the war. They needed fighters. They needed warriors. She turned to Dr. Chen. "These legs are amazing. I can walk. I can run. I can jump. But I need to know something important." She looked directly into his eyes. "Can these legs fight?" Dr. Chen's expression became serious. He was quiet for a moment. Then he smiled. "Commander, let me show you what else I built into them." Part 4, Return of the Warrior Doctor. Chen took Zara to a special training room. This room was different. It had combat equipment everywhere. Punching bags, target dummies, weapons racks. "Your legs are not just for walking," Dr. Chen said. "I designed them for combat. Let me show you." He pressed a button on a small remote. Zara's robotic legs glowed briefly. She felt power surge through them. "Try a basic kick," Dr. Chen said. Zara kicked a training dummy. Her leg moved like lightning. The dummy flew backward and hit the wall. It cracked in half. Zara stared at her leg in shock. "I have never kicked that hard in my life." "The legs have enhanced strength," Dr. Chen explained. "Now try running." Zara ran across the room. She moved so fast everything became a blur. She was twice as fast as before. "Now jump." Zara jumped. She flew upward and grabbed onto a high beam. She was 3 meters off the ground. She dropped back down and landed perfectly. The robotic legs absorbed the impact easily. "These are not just legs," Zara whispered. "These are weapons." Word spread quickly through the military base. Commander Zara was training for combat again. Soldiers came to watch. Some were excited. Others were doubtful. One warrior named Commander Vex spoke loudly. "She is half machine now. She is not a real Kryn anymore." Zara heard him. Anger burned inside her. She walked up to Vex. "You think I cannot fight? Then fight me," Vex laughed. "I do not want to break your human toys." "Afraid?" Zara asked. Vex's pride was hurt. "Fine, let us spar." They entered the combat ring. Other soldiers gathered around to watch. This would prove everything. The match began. Vex attacked first. He was strong and fast. But Zara was faster. She dodged his punch. She swept his legs. He fell down. Vex got up angry now. He attacked harder. Zara blocked every move. Then she counterattacked. Her robotic leg struck his chest. Vex flew backward. He crashed into the ring barrier. The match was over in less than 2 minutes. Zara offered her hand to help Vex stand. He looked at her with new respect. "You are still a warrior, Commander. Maybe even stronger than before." The watching soldiers cheered. Zara had proven herself. That evening, urgent news arrived. Enemy ships were approaching the planet. They would attack in 3 days. The enemy had more soldiers, more weapons. The Kryn were outnumbered. The military commander called an emergency meeting. All available warriors gathered. "We need every fighter we have," the commander said. "This battle will decide everything." Zara stood up. "I volunteer for the front line." The room went silent. Everyone looked at her. The commander hesitated. "Commander Zara, are you certain? You have only been walking for a few weeks." "I have been ready for 10 years, Zara said firmly. "My legs are different now, but my heart is the same. I am a Kryn warrior. Let me fight." The commander nodded slowly. "Very well. You will join the front line." That night, Dr. Chen worked in his lab. Zara found him there. "I am adding upgrades to your legs," he said. For the battle, he showed her the improvements. Enhanced armor plating on the legs, energy shields built into the knee joints, magnetic grips for climbing metal surfaces. "These legs are not just for walking or fighting anymore," Dr. Chen said. "They are tactical weapons. Use them wisely." Zara touched the robotic legs gently. "Thank you, Dr. Chen, for everything." "Come back alive, Commander," he said quietly. "That is all the thanks I need." 3 days passed quickly. The enemy ships appeared in the sky. They were massive, dark, threatening. Ground forces landed near the city. Hundreds of enemy soldiers poured out. They carried heavy weapons. They looked ready to destroy everything. The Kryn warriors assembled on the front line. Zara stood among them. She wore her battle armor. Her robotic legs gleamed in the sunlight. Other soldiers glanced at her. Some were nervous. Would the human technology work in real war? Would Zara be able to fight? The enemy forces advanced. The battle began. Explosions erupted everywhere. Weapons fired. Soldiers clashed. Zara ran forward. Her robotic legs carried her faster than any other warrior. She reached the enemy first. An enemy soldier attacked her. She dodged easily. Her robotic leg kicked him. He flew backward and did not get up. More enemies came. Zara moved like a storm. She kicked. She jumped. She struck with incredible speed and power. The enemy soldiers were confused. They had never seen a Kryn move this way. She was too fast, too strong. Zara jumped high over a group of enemies. She landed behind them and attacked from the rear. They had no chance. Other Kryn warriors watched in amazement. Zara was unstoppable. She was like a legend come to life. The battle raged for hours. The Kryn were winning. Zara had destroyed more enemies than anyone else. Then everything changed. A massive figure appeared on the battlefield. He was twice the size of normal soldiers. His armor was black and covered with weapons. This was Commander Drax, the enemy's strongest warrior. He had killed dozens of Kryn soldiers in previous battles. Drax saw Zara. He saw her robotic legs. He started laughing. So the Kryn are using human toys now, he shouted. How pathetic. He pulled out a strange weapon. It crackled with electricity. This is an EMP cannon, Drax said. It shuts down all electronics. Let us see if your human tricks can save you now. He aimed the weapon at Zara and fired. The ship drifted closer to the enemy's stronghold. Alarms echoed through the halls and the crew moved quickly to their stations. This was the moment they had been preparing for, the final stand. There was no safe road left, only a battle that would decide their future. Commander Arik stood at the front of the control deck, his voice steady but strong. Today we fight not just for ourselves, but for every life that dreams of freedom. No matter the cost, we must stand together. The crew responded with firm nods. Fear still lived in their eyes, but courage burned brighter. Weapons were armed, shields powered up, and the great ship roared like a beast ready for war. Soon, the enemy appeared. Dark ships shaped like shadows, filling the stars with their presence. Lasers lit up the black space and the battle began. The ship shook under heavy fire, but the crew held their ground. Pilots launched fighters, engineers worked to keep systems alive, and soldiers stood ready to repel any boarding attempt. In the chaos, Arik gave everything he had. He guided his people with calm orders, never showing the fear in his heart. Dr. Illyra, in the science bay, used the alien technology carefully, creating bursts of energy that gave the crew an advantage. The fight was brutal. Many were hurt, some were lost, but the crew did not break. At last, with one final strike, the enemy's command ship exploded, lighting the darkness like a new star. Silence followed. The crew looked at each other with tired but proud faces. They had made their final stand, and won. The stars were free, and humanity's place among them was finally earned.